Knife attacks. Knife attacks. A lot of focus has been on mass shootings or rage shootings or multiple people being shot, right? Well, there have been two in 1 week. The latest one is in Las Vegas, in the Fremont area, downtown Las Vegas. It happened last night, and 3 people were killed, and several are in very serious condition. So, the person that was wielding the blade did it with intent to do some damage. I don't know all the details, don't know motive or any of that stuff. My point is that people talk about mass shootings and don't talk about really what to do about mass knife attacks. Well, I am deathly afraid more of knife type attacks than gun attacks. I can hear guns. I can hear guns going off. A knife is silent. That's the one problem. The second problem with a knife is that unless you've been stabbed in the face, you won't know you've been stabbed. You will think you've been punched. I say that a lot. You will think you've been punched, so you won't pay attention. You really won't pay attention unless the knife hits something and cause a lot of pain. You'll go, wow, what the, right? So when you're walking down a crowded street, like the Strip in Las Vegas, like anywhere where there's a crowd, right? You would just think you got bumped by somebody. And then 2-3 minutes later, you might, if you got the right place, you'll just fall down dead. If you didn't get the right place, you'll start to pass out. You won't really know why. And somebody might say, hey, look at all that blood on you. That's kind of how it goes, unless you saw the person with a blade attacking you. So what does that mean in terms of public safety? Just like you cannot protect yourself against a person with a firearm who's out there shooting people, you can't protect yourself against a knife or blade wielding person unless you see them first. Because if their blade sees you first, they're off to the next victim. They've done their and they're off to the next victim. And if it's crowded, no one will know because you can't hear the blade. My total point is that stop focusing on a firearm threat and focus on an armed person threat. How do you do that? Well, if you're going out in a crowded place, out in public, always watch the hands of the people that are around you. Forget their eyes, watch the hands. The hands tell the story. The hands are like the early warning system for threats. Watch the hands. For everyone. Because they will tell you what the person is about. Watch the hands. Right? Put your head on the swivel. Look around. Look at people. Look at people. Yes, some people will think you're crazy. Well, why are you looking at me? Well, you don't have to really stare at somebody, but you look around and you let people know that you're looking around, right? But a blade attack, that's the worst. That's the worst, And today, a lot of people, just like bad guys, they're now, they're shooting cops in the head. They're shooting people in the head, because they know they probably have some kind of protection down here, and they just want to do you right then. So headshots are the favorite today. People with knives who intend to really kill someone are stabbing people in the neck because there's no recovery. You get stabbed in the neck, you are dead. you're dead. There's no recovery. They can't forget the movies. They're not going to put a tourniquet on it. They're not going to get there and put pressure on it. And, no, you're dead. And if they got you twice, you're double dead. So, another reason to pay attention, get the ear, stop walking around. Stop walking around with those things in your ears. It's hard enough hearing things. If you're in public, take that stuff out of your head. And those big honking things that people wear, geez, I don't know. I don't know how you enjoy the world with that stuff. If you want to listen to music, sit down in a chair in your house and do it, where somebody can't just jump in there and stab you or shoot you. But if you're walking around in public, take those things out of your ears. If you're walking in a crowd and you know you're going to get bumped, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. But every time you get touched, wherever it is in the crowd, look at who did it right then. Look at who did it right then. What your countermeasures might be, who knows? They might have just pickpocketed you or something. But if somebody touches you, look at them if you can see them. So, the world is not evil, but there's evil in the world. And you need to be on guard, keep your awareness up, and look for that. Because to intentionally go and kill 3 people with a knife on a crowded strip in Las Vegas and then injure a bunch of other people, seriously, like they all had to go to the hospital for ER, man, that's messed up. Same as a person who wants to go shoot a bunch of people. Excuse me. And I'm not going to cut that out. All right. This has been a morning rant, kind of. I'd appreciate your thoughts and comments, and put them down below. If you like the content, please subscribe. If you have not, please do that. If you do, hit the bell icon. And as always, wherever you can, carry on.